Hi, I'm Joe from Joe Stoe Guitar. Today we're going to work on the song Roadrunner by Bo Diddley. I'm going to post the tab on my website, steelguitarzone.com. I'll put a link to it down in the description box below. So I'm in standard tuning, going to give you a low E string here so you can tune up with me. So this song follows a standard 1-4-5 blues form. We're in the key of E, so we're going to be using E, A, and B chords. Now the form has 4 measures of E. We're going to have 2 measures of A, 2 more measures of E, 1 chord of B, 1 more of A, and 2 measures of E, and that equals 12 bars or 12 measures. Now one thing that this song is awesome for is getting your alternate picking down, and because we're going to alternate pick our way through the entire song. So and what I mean by alternate picking, if you don't know, is simply we're going to pick down, up, and we're always going to have a down, up. Okay, so it's always down, up, down, up, down, up. So the song is actually really simple to play because you're going to find that each chord is going to use its own picking pattern. So every time you come to an E chord, it's always going to be the same picking pattern. When you come to an A chord, each time we play the A, it's going to be its own picking pattern, and the B chord also has its own picking pattern. So it's real simple to learn. Once you learn each little pattern that goes with each chord, then you just simply put them together and you've got the whole song. Okay, so we're going to start with the E, and that's going to go like this. We're going to have a down up on your open E string, string 6. Then we're going to put our second finger on the 6th string at the 3rd fret with a downstroke. And then our 3rd finger is going to go at the 4th fret on the 6th string with an upstroke with the pick. Then our 1st finger, the next note, is going to play 2 notes on, well, 2 times on the note B, which is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So that's a down up. And then our 3rd finger will go on the 5th string at the 4th fret with a down, and then we're going to have to go up to the 4th string, at the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and that's going to be an upstroke. So that's the pattern pretty much for the E chord. There's going to be one little change when we do the 2nd measure, but that's it. Now the 2nd measure is going to be exactly the same except for the last 2 notes. And this one is real easy. You're just going to put your 3rd finger at the 4th fret of the 5th string with a down pick, and then go back to your 1st finger on the 5th string at the 2nd fret with an up pick. So the 2nd measure sounds like this. And that's it. So every time you come to an E chord, you're playing that pattern, those 2 patterns. So now when we come to an A chord, the A major chord, it's going to be the same pattern that we just played for those 2 measures, exactly the same thing, but we're going to move it 1 string closer to the floor. In other words, we're going to start that pattern, instead of using the low E string, the 6th string, we're going to start the pattern on the A string for the A chord, which would be the 5th string. Same fingering, same picking. Okay, now we're back to measure 7, and that's the E pattern, 7 and 8, which is both are E chords, and they're going to follow the pattern that we learned, the same pattern, but now for the E chords, we're basing it off the 6th string, the low E string. Okay, so when you get to the B chord, we're going to put our first finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And we're going to pick that 2 times. Down, up. Then we're going to have a slide. And we're going to take our 2nd finger and we're going to slide it from the 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. So we're going to go like this. So you're just going to pick on the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger while it's there. And you're just going to slide that right up to the 5th fret, but you're not going to pick it at the 5th fret. You're just going to slide it and let it sound. Okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our 3rd finger down on the 6th fret, also on the 5th string. So that string has 4 notes on it. Hear how that works? It's just a real quick slide. It just adds a little bit of flavor to the song. Okay, so after that, then we go back with our to the 4th string with our 1st finger, and we have 2 notes in a row, down, up with the picking. I'm at the 4th fret on the 4th string with my 1st finger. And then we go with our 3rd finger to the 4th string on the 6th fret and pick that with a downstroke, and then just go right back to your 1st finger at the 4th fret there and hit the upstroke. So it'll go like this. So that B, that measure, the whole measure sounds like this. Then the next measure is back to the A pattern. And then the last 2 measures are the E pattern. And that's the entire song. So it's not that hard to play. Again, you can get the tab for this at my website, steelguitarzone.com. Now, the trickiest part of the song is going to be getting into the B chord and out of the B chord. So going into it and leaving the B chord. So what I suggest practicing is practice the measure before the B chord, which is an E. Then you have the B. And just loop those 2 back and forth together. So that way you get practice going from the E to the B. Practice that slower if you have to as well. Until you can get it perfectly and nice and smooth and in time, just loop those 2 measures back and forth and back and forth, and you can play them for an hour if you wanted to. And then the second thing to do is coming out of the B chord down to the A. So you want to practice that transition as well. So you have the B going down to the A. So you have those 2 transitions going into the B chord and leaving the B chord. And then when you have the 2 transitions down, then put the whole thing together, those 4 measures. So that's how to play the melody to the song Roadrunner by Bo Diddley. If you like these kinds of videos, hit the like button. And please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell, because that way you'll be notified when I come out with some new videos. Also, if you want, leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what song that you would like to work on, and maybe we can work on it together on another video. I'll also have a link to the tab for this song Roadrunner down in the comment section below as well. Okay, until the next video.